Hi. Um, I I'm wearing this because I just want to show how far I've grown in terms of how I am or was in the past. Um, as you can see, I'm wearing my usual robe and My Chemical Romance shirt, but I'm wearing black lipstick and the hat I bought at the Pride Parade or for the Pride Parade in this year in 2018. Oh wait, Pride Parade in 2018, not this year. This is 2019. Sorry. Um, and I just want to talk about self-confidence issues. Like everybody has issues in terms of self-confidence, unless you really are like a better person than that. In which case, that's nice. Honestly, that is nice. But I just wanted to say that I'm like me looking like this right now is pretty much like something I've always wanted to do, not even as a quick joke on my show. I just wanted to show that I actually have kind of grown as a person because I have never been that self-confident in anything I do. Like as a kid, I always was a bit of a I was a bookworm, but I always tried so hard to impress people by trying to make them laugh, and it wasn't all that great because I tried so hard and I was so desperate. It was like I was one of those characters on Disney shows that try so hard to be funny but comes across as painful. And so eventually, when I was in elementary school, Family Guy was popular again. So I just kept quoting Family Guy just to fit in. And at the same time, I was glad I was getting a lot of laughs for it, but at the same time, they weren't my jokes, and I was every time I tried to make my own joke, it usually just fell flat, and that just shot my confidence in half because all I had was Family Guy, and there was only up to that point 3 seasons, and eventually that's going to get tiring. I mean, eventually they got to a fourth season, but at the same time, I just I didn't have that confidence. Like I wasn't funny, I wasn't popular, I wasn't. I just had schoolwork, and that's all I had. All I had was like good grades at one point, and I was good at gym, and I was good at reading, and I had a few friends who liked me for where was or am still today. But I just I don't know, cause I compared to them, I was like this annoying kid. I still am an annoying person, but I just wanted to fit in. But I tried so hard to fit in, I just didn't become my own person, and so I didn't know what else to do in elementary school. And then when high school came along, it was fine for for a bit. I had a crush on a few girls. This was before I knew I was bisexual. I had a crush on a few girls. It's just that I just compared myself to a lot of guys, and I thought to myself like I can't like be like them, you know? Like all the other guys are either smarter than me or funnier than me, which is no small feat, but I had no identity. All I had was schoolwork and gym class. And so I had no confidence at all. Um but then I got into drama class and I found that I could be confident on stage, and I wanted to do something like this because I could play a whole different person, and I didn't have to and I could just read lines, memorize them, and just interact with people on the stage, and I just wanted to impress everybody, and that lasted for like throughout the entirety of high school. Uh, but still, I still had issues because I wanted to at that point I wanted a girl. At some point I wanted a girlfriend, and I did have this crush on someone. Um, but I think I creeped her out, and I think this was before I was on and off about the black nail polish thing. This is when we had school uniforms. Maybe it was because I don't know. I probably like was really into her and she knew and she just avoided me, which actually is reasonable. But because I tried hard to like get her to like me, and then she disappeared halfway through my 10th year or my second year of high school. So my confidence was pretty shot until like throughout most of the rest of high school. Then I had friends who liked me for who I was. I felt more confident on stage, but only on stage and around people who knew me. But like most of the time, it was more like oh god, I don't know. It was like I didn't know who I wanted to be someone else other than me because I wanted more people to like me, but I didn't have the confidence issues. Like I wanted a girlfriend at one point, but I got so caught up in everything else. When I actually did get a girlfriend, I was like I didn't pay attention because I was so like worried about a lot of things. Again, it wasn't her fault. It was just that I was worried about a lot of things, like going to college, and sometimes I'm wondering, was I good enough? Like, am I good enough for anything? Like, am I good enough for any college? Because the colleges I applied for just rejected me. And I just don't know because everybody else who I knew in high school seemed to have their shit together. And no matter how hard I tried, it was like, it just can't, it's just not working. And this continued on and off. Eventually, when I did go to college, like this was like a couple years later after I knew I was bisexual, and it was like everybody in that class. Uh, I took an acting for voice and camera class, and everybody was super nice. But at the same time, everybody actually knew their shit, and I like they all had so much confidence and they are all strong, and it made me feel like, oh, I don't know why I'm here. Like everybody else here knows what they're doing, and then there's just me that just came out of high school, uh, and I don't know. And this continued after college, when I took a year off before I found work, and I sometimes like during that time I didn't even know if I was actually good at like you know acting on stage or acting in general or making videos in general or even playing bass, which I'm taking up again. I just want to get good again. It's been a long while. Um, and this came off a few years. Like no matter what I did, I felt like shit compared to everybody. And it's not. And sometimes I don't realize it is me. It's not me who's doing it. It's just circumstances. But I feel that everybody else knows what they're doing, and like again, my self confidence is has been shot, and it still has. Like there are people, everybody who like when I work now, everybody who I work with at my actual job, um, I feel like that they are way better at everything than I do at anything. Like like I've been told I'm actually a pretty hard worker, but I feel that everybody else is better at working than I am, and I feel that sometimes I don't know if I'm actually that good, and that maybe it was just pure luck or something, maybe because of that. But I I don't know. Like, even looking at my friends, they actually kind of know what they're doing and what the next step is, and sometimes I don't know what my next step is, you know? Um, and that is this, I have the same confident issues whenever I have a crush. Like, I don't know. Anytime I have a crush, I keep thinking, oh, they're great. They seem nice. And then later on, I just start comparing myself to them because they're so much more than I ever could. Like, I have a crush on somebody, and he's like right now, he's nice, and he has a nice smile, and he has nice eyes, and he's nice in general, and a lot of people, everybody likes him. And then there's me, who's not. I try, but I have constant bitch face, so uh, uh, even that's actually getting me a little bit of a concern because one of my coworkers actually, like, this is on Halloween, and we had a startup meeting, and I decided to wear like a Halloween, well, not a Halloween costume, but usually I wear all black at work. But this time I just wore like a long sleeve sweater that was black, and a Nightmare Before Christmas short shirt on top of it, and then I wore this hat. And one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, that's a very nice hat. Maybe you should start smiling as well." And I'm like, "Well, well, I can't smile because if I'm forced to smile, it'll seem like I want to hurt somebody, or I probably will um, scare some people, like I have in the past. So when, like, my smile either looks like I'm gonna hurt somebody or I'm in pain. So that's why I can't force myself to smile, and that's why I'm kind of afraid to like see anyone, especially the crush I have right now, because he's he's really cute and really nice, and then there's me, and I don't know, like, it's hard not to compare yourself to everybody else, especially when you have no self-confidence, which I don't have clearly. Like, the reason I'm wearing this is because I want to show how much of a person I can grow into. Like, uh, usually, I'm the neighborhood I'm living in right now will probably look at me really weird, me wearing this hat and black lipstick and black nail polish. But in a place like Toronto, they won't even bat an eye. In fact, a couple of people actually said nice, actually told me I looked nice. That didn't include my friend, but I appreciated the compliments. Um, it's just that I don't have that many confidence in myself. I don't have much confidence in myself in terms of, well, anything, because I'm not really all that. I don't have much to go on, unlike the people I know and the person I'm crushing on. Thankfully, he doesn't use Facebook or Twitter or knows I have a channel, and thankfully he doesn't know it's him. So I just I just wanted to. I'm kind of jealous of him, because he actually has a pretty cool job, and I'm where I am now. Um, but sometimes I know it's not healthy to compare yourself to other people, and sometimes it's like, okay, I have to just to know where I am, and I fall pretty low in terms of people I know, like my parents, my sister, my friends and people I have like crushes on, guy or girl, musicians, actors, uh, writers, people who draw, um, like everybody, everything I have in this room, it's things I'm fans of, but at the same time I want to do something that would actually, I don't know what to do sometimes. I don't know how to go forward in terms of what I want to do in my life. Sometimes I just want to like make people like I just want to do something, not something popular, but I want to do something that I could strive for, something I can actually create, something that will actually get people to get something out there for people. And that's why I actually started doing the music video show, is because the reason why I just stopped doing the movie reviews is because one, it's a rip-off, like I was ripping off people, a certain someone, and two, well, another reason is I tried to kill myself because like looking at those movie reviews made me more and more depressed, and it was just hard on me. But another reason is that if like doing those movie reviews felt like a regression in terms of who I am right now. Like the movie reviews were more akin to when I was in elementary school. I tried so hard to be funny and it just fell flat. And there are people who like my movie reviews, which is fine, but I will never ever 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 do another one ever because I don't want to go back to that horrible depression I had before. Um, and I did the music video shows because I could actually, it's much easier on me. Like, not many people watch the show, but I want to keep going and get something out there, you know? That's why I did these variety things, like something different. Like, I just want to talk as myself, and I just want to, like, look at the camera and just, like, talk about um things. That's why I did that coming out or coming clean video. That's why I talked about introversion and my suicide attempt. And like doing the music video show is closer to me right now because I felt like doing that show is more of a step forward in terms of what I write or the jokes I write than the over-the-top nature and the critical research failures, like the try-hardiness of my movie reviews, which I will put under old shames. But you know, I just want to like again, I just want to have that feeling of accomplishment and self-confidence that a lot of people I know have, and I can't even ask anyone out because it scares me. Like, yeah, I'm afraid of rejection. Like, I definitely am afraid of rejection. But at the same time, you know, they might be my type, but I'm probably not going to be their type. And I don't want to go on any bit of a pity party here, but I just, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you're your own person, and everybody gets jealous, or everybody has their self-confidence get shot because they compare themselves to other people. Just my my advice for that is don't let it get to you too much, because if that ends up happening, you'll end up like what I did to the music video show from seasons 5 through 7, which again I'm gonna apologize until the day I die for those seasons. I just want to like get people to like me a little bit more. Like I have friends and family who love me and like who I am as a person, and sometimes I sometimes I don't know, you know. So shoot. Well, I had a lot more to say honestly, but again, if you have like self-confidence issues, it's okay. Just focus on what you know how to do instead of like going how everybody else is doing. Like be your own person, grow creatively, like be yourself, and even when things aren't going well, just stay strong. Like if you're different, then embrace the difference. A lot of people will turn away, but in the end, you'll find some people who will respect you and love you no matter what. Even if you dress like, even if, like, there's a time and place where you can dress how you want, not at work, not unless it's Halloween or something. But if it's, honestly, you know what, if it fits you, and if it doesn't hurt anybody, and if it doesn't hurt you, then just be you, you know? I just wish I could, like, I wish I could actually have that confidence to be like be me and actually actually like not compare myself to other people. Again, it's hard, but one day but once you'll find friends that will like you again, like you for who you are, and then you'll find the one person who will like you a lot more and you want to spend the rest of your life with, or you want to spend a lot of time with, and who likes you a lot and you like them back a lot. So I just wanted to get that out there so I could just talk about the fact that, my I may seem stoic in a lot of places. Like I have like little emotion in terms of like real life, to the point where my friend actually has to tell her other friends that 90% of the time I'm joking about things, even though I don't change my facial expression. But I just wanted to. Shit, I lost my train of thought. I just wanted to like put this out there for anybody who's kind of feeling low about themselves. It's okay to feel low about yourself. Just make sure it doesn't overtake you and just stay strong. You know? So this video has run a lot longer than I thought. So I'll I'll make something soon. So until then, take care.